Hello, long time no see. I want to talk today about how to start with the magic. But then first I want to talk what is magic, first of all. Because we refer to magic as something we don't understand. Magic is a big part, 50% of magic is about emotional alchemy, about having your emotions managed in a healthy way or in a bad way, because there is good magic and bad magic, right? It's like intention, it's like humans. So a lot of witchcraft is actually happening without any witchcrafting. We put spells on people with our inner power, with the words that we say. Narcissists are the biggest dark witches, just so you know. Anyways, there is also 3 elements. If you want to start with magic, that's why it's 3 elements. That's why people, there are people who focus more on one element than the other one, because it also depends on your personality, on your heritage, and on the problems that you have to solve in your, I don't know, roots or your life or whatever in the world. So what I was talking about, there is 3 elements that of the magic. And how you start, you just start with what you feel more called and excited about. You have to be excited in what you do. If you do anything but anything that doesn't bring you excitement, that's oppression against your own body. So yes, sometimes you may do things that is actually benefiting, but it feels painful, but then you have to work mentally to find the excitement. So it's like, okay, but I'm gonna look so hot in like 1 week if I do these exercises. So the goal should be over, the sacrifice. Just sacrificing is oppression. Anyways, there is the 3 elements that you can connect with. So first is knowledge in anything, and also in any bachelor program in anything. You first learn some theory, you honor the ancestors, you learn about a different specialists in your field, right? That's knowledge, and that is taking up the foundation, and then when you are finishing the program, you can have your own perspective as a specialist. So first is knowledge. First is knowledge. Then is spiritual connection. I mean, not first, but one element. A second element is spiritual connection. And then the third part is the physical connection. The physical connection is all the crystal girls around, the crystal girls. A physical connection. Physical connection. Okay. Now, what does this actually factual means? So the knowledge is all the theory, right? You don't have to believe it. You have to accept that knowledge exists, that those people came with these ideas. You may find yourself that some ideas are really wrong, but you have to go through it and accept it, that it exists. So you can start reading about it. You can start, I don't know, maybe you think about Lilith. Oh, who is Lilith? Let me think about it. Oh, inner dragon. What does that mean? How to find your inner dragon? Oh, all these questions. You just open Google and you read about it. If it's gonna interest something something is gonna interest you more, then the books that you need to read, they will find your way to yourself. So don't just follow somebody, because maybe like you have your unique journey, and somebody's journey may seem exciting, but it's somebody's else, which is tailored to their own purpose and experience and personality. So you will find yourself overwhelmed, or maybe not with so much joy, but you'll find a lot of pressure that, oh, I have to do this. Quality over quantity. So this is reading. And next, the spiritual connection is like prayer. You can pray. You can pray to get some signs or some experiences or anything, like, because also praying is an exercise. It's an exercise, and let's call it a muscle, but it is. You have to do multiple times the same thing to understand it, if again you like it. And the physical connection, exercising, the sport is physical connection also. So you can connect spiritually through sport, because it helps your body moving, and also it's good to follow a bit your intuition, and maybe not just do like, okay, if you're like a gym bro, okay, go and do your biceps and legs. But if you find something else interesting, maybe a kind of dance, or like, I don't know, stretching or something. Stretching is very important. Then do that. And if you do only gym, then do stretching in 100%. So the physical connection could be like the sport and all these, rituals that we do, lighting up a candle, setting intention on your fire, on a candle, all of this, having your crystals, charging your crystals, doing moon water, doing, all of this fun stuff. I'll just write witchy stuff, okay? Because this is seen like as a witchy stuff. Anyways, witchy stuff, like oracle cards. And I just give you one piece of advice: be skeptical, because at the beginning of your journey, your intuition for sure is not clear. Especially if you've been through a complex trauma, then don't trust your intuition. Your body doesn't know. That's a big lie. You have to train your body. You have to first fix yourself here and rationally fix your body. That's a big lie, and I'm sorry about that. When I began with like all these fun activities, the physical connection, because I get distracted. I'm like a neurodivergent, so I need things to keep my focus and my interest, and I needed external stimulation to keep me, in that character, in that persona. It's like acting. And then slowly you discover more. But you can start with one of these, and then you just go. If you have any questions, just ask me, DM me, write them down, and maybe I can show you like maybe some rituals that you can start to do to connect, like some practical stuff. I can do that. But yeah, last but not least, I want to tell you some daily activities that we actually do that are witchy activities, or that we're missing, to make them a very conscious and aware moment for us to transform old energies. So this is your shower. In shower is a cleansing tool. Everybody does that. So self-care and shower is cleansing and is like working on your foundation. A cleansing ritual. Makeup and skincare, that's glamour magic, girl. Makeup and skincare, That's manifestation. Like, imagine every time you put cream on your face, you're like, oh my god, like, it's gonna be so smooth, it's gonna be so good, I'm gonna be so hydrated. I want, you know, it's a persona that you're embodying. So do it more consciously, maybe. Choosing your outfit of the day, that's also magic, girl. Otherwise we would go all naked. Outfit, that's also glamour magic. You're choosing your character for the day based on your mood. It's fun. Cooking and eating, that's healing, that's nourishing, that's building your body, building your cells, building your mental health. And eating too. Eating is very important, especially like, you don't eat angry. Eat angry only if you're like, you know, but used to not. Food is, I hope more people would see food as a healing tool. And you know, in Moldova we always say, if we make a good food, and we ask like, oh, what did you put in this food, like everybody will tell you, it's a secret ingredient, it's love. Because yes, cooking can be a witchy thing, and it's basically the same. Everything you put intention, you use herbs that heal your body, and you cook it all together, you know. I hope you enjoy. Discover your fun, because there is so many ways to live a spiritual life or like a fun life, and unfortunately we just see a few ways: cocoa ceremony, crystal, soft. What about healing? What about unclogging your deep trauma? What about not performing? What about having fun? You know, accepting your humanness and just have fun. And yeah, don't forget to use all these building blocks, because otherwise you're just gonna run in circles. You have to update all the systems. Like, you work on this side, you can work on the spiritual connection, and then you work on with the physical connection, you know, like. Bye.